Hello everyone, hello Sebi. Welcome to the Happy Life Coding number 3. And so first of all, can you hear me well? So let me know in the chat. Sebi, let me know in the chat. I know that you are the only one at the moment, but for sure some other people will join us. The title, yes, the title. Okay, let's share screen. Oh, okay, yes, you are right. How do I do that? I will do that later. I think we can. Yeah, no worries. Let me open the right window with the share screen. And so because I would like to improve my English, so it's going to be in Franglish, so everybody can understand. And for those who doesn't know me, but Sebi, you know, I know that you know me. My name is Santan. I work as a software engineer at Red Hat. I work on the Eclipse project. I speak in various events from time to time. I'm leading the Paris Java user groups, and I'm brewing my own beers in my kitchen. And you can follow me in Twitter with @__Unix_. Okay. So the rules, as usual, so fail fast. So it means that I'm going to fail. I failed last 3 weeks ago. My Chess server was down because I misconfigured it an hour before the show, and it wasn't working. But hopefully I had other instances, but that happens. I choose the contributions, but you will help me to choose, and we have already decided which one we wanted to work on. And the third rule is you can help me to change my ideas. And at the end, we're going to push something in GitHub, and you can contribute to it afterwards. So yes, it's a Friday. I'm quite tired, but let's make it softly. Okay, so these were the contribution ideas, and I don't know if you were there, Sebi, last week, 3 weeks ago. We started to work on something called JH Pages. Maybe not. So let me show you. So this is what we have done last week. At the moment, nothing is working. So the idea is to have, I don't know if you know this website, search.sh. So this is a command line tool to publish your projects in search.sh. So for instance, I use that one to publish some static sites for testing. Just if you just need a client-side website that can be done with search.sh very easily. So you just run. Let's try to. So let's try to see the demo. So you just run search, and it would push that in search.sh. I don't have an example here, but this is what we want to do with that one. But instead of using search.sh, because I noticed that sometimes it's down, so that's quite annoying. I wanted to do that with GitHub Pages. So with something called GH pages. And there is a typo here. The folder, and then your GitHub username and the repo, and that would push that into that website. Right. Okay, so and we have started this last week. So we just started a Quarkus project using the CLI mode, and so I would restart a new workspace. So from that, so there is a dev file here to create my environment, and I would just create a new workspace from that. So create a custom workspace. I paste the URL of the Git project. I click on load dev file, and then I trust everything that is there, and click on create and open. So that will create the workspace just for that project. So let's wait a few minutes. I'm so tired. It's hard to do that. So I changed the time. So it was at 2 p.m. Paris time, and now I'm trying 6 p.m. But I'm so tired. It's the end of the week. Hopefully we are locked down, so we cannot go out. But otherwise, I would be out for having a beer outside. Yeah, so I started to work a little bit this morning to continue this project, and there was that that project I wanted to explore. So if I go back to Twitter, because Twitter is my new database. Twitter. So last week I did tweet something. Not that one. Not the Paris Jug one. And I think yes, I said that it would be nice to try with this project. Yes, so this project, Guillaume Smet, and I saw there was a stream in the Quarkus weekly stream. I don't remember the name. And he was talking about that Quarkus GitHub app. To interact with and to create a GitHub app. So that was mainly for creating bots. And I was thinking that was a bit overkill to use that thing for what I want to do. So I changed my mind because for sure we would just need to use Git. Or maybe not GitHub. And so I started to have a look to make a list of so the workspace has been started, so it has cloned the project. And so what I did this morning is started to write down in the commands what the command should do. So first, check if the repo does exist, and if it does not, maybe create it with the GitHub library. So I may not be using the one that Guillaume has mentioned in his project. not this one, but maybe the one it is relying on. So maybe this one, Hub4j GitHub. So this is from it's a project from Kosuke. I think it's the Jenkins father, and I think they're using that in Jenkins as well. And I would use that if I need to interact with GitHub to create new projects, new repo, creating new repo mainly, and maybe activating GitHub pages as well. So that's here. It should be here. What's that one? Check if GitHub pages is activated. Yes, and if not, create it. So that would be done with the GitHub library as well. So the one from Kosuke. Yes. And then generate the Git URL to clone. So that looks like that one. Then clone the project, but we don't want to clone everything. So maybe just the GitHub pages branch. So I will remove that command spark checkout, and we would just clone that branch. And if possible, just the last commit, but I'm not sure we can with what I plan to use. And then remove content. Yes, remove the content, copy the contents from the folder, and then add all the files and commit and push. And that should work. So that's the plan. So I started to see how I can interact with Git, and so I started to use. So what did I do? Yes, this morning I changed the POM XML. I added JGit, which is a Java library that is an implementation of Git. So I started to and how to use that. So this is an example. You have this class which provides some static method, clone repo, a repository, and then you pass all everything you want. So here I say that I want to clone that project, and want to clone the GitHub pages branch, and then I want to clone that in that folder, and then execute that. I can give a try. So there is this command. So I can give a try through the command mode. It works. Okay, so the command itself is asking for an argument, but we won't use it yet. And it should start the CLI in dev mode, and because it is the first time it's downloading the Maven. So notice that it goes faster than in your laptop because it runs in the cloud. Okay, there is a question from Sebi. How do you authenticate against GitHub with this lib? At the moment, I plan to provide a token. I'm still not sure. Yes, the first implementation we used the GitHub token, and then maybe I would do something a bit smarter. Is that checking that there is a SSH key and try to use it to clone the project. Okay, so I started to run that clone, but it fails because there's no the pages branch. So if I remove these lines, well, I can remove them because I can push on my GitHub. So up that again. So that should clone the project. So let's see in target test. Yeah, so we have the same project. So that works, but say okay, the goal with Quarkus is to finally create a CLI, and I wanted to have the native compilation working. But problem is that does this the JGit library works with Quarkus with the native mode? So I gave a try, so package native here, and here it is. So it may take a while, but normally you should fail. I tried that before. Yeah, it's gonna fail. So that's why I wrote that strategies part. So I do with the JGit, but we'll be in trouble. I'm not sure I want to spend more time in figuring out how to have JGit working with the Quarkus native mode. Or maybe we would try to investigate. I think it's gonna we're gonna lose a lot of time with that. The other option is to call the Git that is installed in the operating system of the laptop. And so we would do. I don't know how to do that in Java. Exec something. But yeah, that would be the idea. It shouldn't be hard. It fails because GitHub lib. Yes, it fails because the GitHub. No, not the GitHub lib. The JGit failed. Failed with errors. Image generation failed, and it's saying something that I don't understand. Do you know what? You know what? I will create an issue in my repo. So if someone has an idea, maybe you could reply to me on GitHub. Let's open. Yeah, that repo. So this is the repo. I'll create an issue. Yeah, the first issue. like that. I paste this, and I push that in. I think it's not about reflection, but maybe something related to, because the reflection, the problem can, you won't notice that at build time. You will notice that at runtime, right? I guess. Whereas here it is a build time error. Security. Okay. That's that one in the repo, in the chat. I have no ideas, but I don't want to spend too much time on this. Yes, I don't want to spend too much time on this. Oh. Okay, so Sebi. Sebi is sending me this, so I didn't know that was there, so that's my. So I should use that. So thank you very much. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's try that. I will use that. No. Oh, interesting. Thank you so much. Nice. So where's my chi? Okay, so that should be the quick think. Yes, have a look if there is an extension. I don't know why I did not had that. Let me check if I can do something like. Oh, it was there. That doesn't work. Okay, so it's so maybe it's gonna work better with that. Thanks, thank you so much, Sebi. Okay, so let's give a try package native. And let's close that. Let's close that. Let's close that one. And it's downloading the new jars. And if it works, yeah, that would be awesome. Okay, I think, yes, I think we can remove, yeah, let's use JGit, so that's perfect. And then, yeah, and then it's gonna be perfect. Okay, so next, while it is compiling, what can we do? So I won't play with the GitHub lib yet. But I can do something like check if what I should do before is check if there is a GitHub Pages branch. Yes, let's do like that. And how can I do that with this? I don't know if it's the right idea to do that at the same time with the compilation. So yes, so how to do that? So I was reading to this tutorial, cloning a Git repo. So that's done. Or maybe I cannot do that with. I cannot check. Yes, I can. I can do that. I should be able to do that with this library. So example of using JGit. That's good. So here it is initializing git.get repo. Oh, okay. I have to get the Git object here. So I have to do something like git equals to git, and then check if branch exists. Oh, but I cannot do that because I need to check the branch before to see if I can clone it. Because for sure I can say like what's going on. Well, okay, maybe let's wait for PackageNet to finish. What the hell it is doing? Oh. No? Strange. Okay, strange. get a repository. Oh. Get the short name of the current branch. No, so that's is if the branch, but I don't want to clone the main branch, for instance. I want to check without cloning. So let's see if there is something in here. What's that? ls remote repo. That's interesting. Let me check the chat. Has clone repository not a overloaded method that checks that for you? Get yeah. So Sebi is saying that he was checking the same method, ls remote repository. Yeah. What? So that's interesting, and you know it is. You know what? I'm gonna search in Google how to use that. Maybe he. No. Let's trying to Google it. ls repo. No, you know what? This is just to get the list of new remotes, I guess. Huh? On. Oh yes, yes, it should work. Let's give it a try. Yeah, let's give it a try. Yes. So the get repo. Why there's no proposal for that? Create local variable. Okay, and repo. This is strange. There's no proposal for that. I don't understand. Oh, magic. Get all branch. Okay, I want the list of all available branches. Why there is Maybe that should do the trick. Let's give a try. But I have to set the URL, right? Maybe I should use the same trick here on repo, and then with the repo. Okay, no security. Set remote. Interesting. Should be like that one. So Kagoo Coding is saying no authentication for calling GitLab API. No idea. I won't do that for now. I won't cover GitLab for now. Just GitHub, and later on, once we have finished this with GitHub, I would try with GitLab. Yes, but how do I set the repo? That's I want to set the repo like that one. That's the one. Yeah. And okay. Set remote. Blah blah. Get repo. Get and let's so that's it should return a map. I can create a local variable here and oops. No. Or maybe I can use a stream. Oh. Interesting. So Kagoo Coding. Sorry, I meant GitHub. Yes. So for the first step, I just want to cover the authentication a bit later. once it is working, so the first step would be to use the token, and then so user would have to provide the GitHub token. But then we will figure out how we can have a more smart way to deal with authentication. So, but I want to keep it simple for the beginning. Yes, so cloning doesn't need authentication, and then but push may need authentication, and then we provide the token manually, or maybe we'll use SSH key. We'll see. Yes, we'll figure out later. But first we want to see how we can clone, check if the branch exists or not. Yes, I would do like that, and I will clean up a bit later. So we will clean up a bit later. Yes. And I think if I do get entries, entries, or entry set. No. It's Friday. I'm a bit tired. Values. Yeah. Let's pass the values. Values. What it is doing? Oh. Yeah. Ref dot what's this name? Let's get let's see with the name first, and then we figure out a bit later. I would recommend that port. So let's try to execute that. So yes, so I forgot that we had started this native completion. So it works, thanks, Sebi. I would just see if executing the yes. So I think it works if with the previous project that the previous code that we were trying. So this clone in native mode. So if I go to target, I can remove the test folder and try again the native executable. That's not useful, and it should has cloned. Yeah, it works. So native is working, so this is very cool. get or have. So let's get back to this part where we want to list all the branch. And let's try to execute that. So I have to change the command so it does not ask for the name. So this is the command that was generated automatically by Che. But because we're not using the same sample, it has to be changed. Okay, a big stack trace. Null pointer exception. 35. Get repo. So repo is null. Repo is null, I guess. Yes, thanks Sebi for the Stream API. I'm still in Java 7, so Stream, yes, okay. Stream API, stream result. That's I would just paste the code from Sebi first here, but I won't use it yet. I won't try it yet. The problem is that we don't. This is null, so we cannot try that for now. And I just wanted to have so why it is null. Let me check that Stack Overflow. Oh, however, that code upstairs is null. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I don't get. What code? I see. Oh, okay, that's this is a kind of command to get the repo. Strange. Let's give a try. Enter. It does something, but we don't display anything. So yes, I think it works. Okay. 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 I would make so it works. So what's next? Yes, we want to check if there is the GitHub Pages branch. So let's do like that. I'm wondering if I want to start a unit test. But my problem is that I don't want to. Yes, let's do a unit test. Let me think. I was sure. So Sebi is saying testing is doubting. I was sure he was. That was I was hesitating. Sebi is here, so yeah, he won't trust in me next time. Yeah, so let's wait for. No, yeah, we'll do the unit the refactoring later with the test next time. Because we still have 7 minutes left, and I don't want to. I just want to return yes or false. So. Is and yes. So usually I do like that. So I like writing the name of the method, and then do that. So if the GitHub Pages branch exists, so and I would pass the repo here. So at the moment it's hard coded, but we will. We pass a real one later. If GitHub branch exists, it is yes, yes. So that should return. Okay, so yes, we're going to do something like that. So create this method and make it private for now. But then I think it is simpler like that than using the stream APIs. I don't know what you think. Yeah, mention stream. Sebi is saying I mentioned stream just to be cool. Yes, I like the streams API, but it really depends on what I want to achieve. But here, I don't know. Yeah, yeah. Let's keep like that. Okay. So what is quick fix? Okay, I don't know what you think about all this stuff, but usually I do. Yeah. Catch exception. But I won't be that nasty. Let me just format a little bit. Usually what I do is I throw a new error. Yeah, or runtime. Let's say runtime exception to be. I hate the check it exception, so just say and normally the Quarkus project should the framework should take it and display it properly. I hope so. So I don't need to add throws exceptions. So let's give a try. Why this return here? Okay, let's give a try. Enter. Yes. No. Okay, so it should not exist. So, oh, main, of course. Oh yes, so okay, so it works. So this method works. So I have my first port. Okay, so let's clean up. I will yeah, let's finish the stream because we are out of time. And I will push the, what I've done in GitHub. So back to that. And so yes, thank you very much for joining me. Yes, so I will push that in GitHub, and what else? Yes, see you in 3 weeks, and have a good weekend. And yes, the video is coming shortly if you want to have a replay. So see you in 3 weeks, or a bit before for those I know. Bye.